Ambassador Chun Wei sat motionless in the crystalline chamber, her dark eyes reflecting the bioluminescent patterns dancing across the walls. Around the circular table, representatives from 17 different species murmured in their native tongues, creating a cacophony of clicks, whistles, and harmonics that the universal translators struggled to process. "The human proposal is unreasonable," declared Counselor Vexhai, his forearms gesticulating in the elaborate manner typical of his species. The Altarian's golden skin shimmered with indignation. "They demand equal representation despite being the newest member race." Chen's fingers drummed once against the smooth table surface, a gesture that went unnoticed by most of the alien delegates, but would have been immediately recognized by any human as a sign of barely contained frustration. "Furthermore," continued Vexhai, "their military expansion violates the Outer Rim Accords. Their terraforming projects disregard established protocols. They are disruptive." The other counselors nodded in various species-specific ways. The insectoid Kuri clicked their mandibles approvingly, while the ethereal Zephyrians pulsed their translucent bodies in agreement. For 3 centuries, the Galactic Council had maintained order through careful bureaucracy and endless debate. Humanity, with their mere 50 years of membership, threatened that delicate balance. Chun stood slowly, her movement causing a ripple of attention across the chamber. "Esteemed counselors," she began, her voice carrying the weight of finality. "Humanity withdraws from the Galactic Council, effective immediately." The chamber fell silent. Even the ambient hum of the life support systems seemed to pause. "You cannot simply leave," sputtered Counselor Thrain, the methane-breathing delegate whose environmental suit hissed with each word. "There are procedures, protocols, which have been ignored for the past 2 years, while our proposals gathered digital dust in committee," Chin replied. She gathered her data tablets with deliberate precision. "Humanity chooses to pursue its own path." Within hours of Chen's departure, the emergency sessions began. Council archives were frantically searched, revealing uncomfortable truths that had been conveniently overlooked. Humanity controlled the largest merchant fleet in the galaxy. Their colonies produced 40% of the rare Earth elements essential for faster-than-light communication. Worse yet, human medical technology had quietly become indispensable. Their regenerative treatments were used by every major species. Counselor Vexhai stared at the holographic trade reports floating before him. How did we become so dependent? The answer was brutally simple. While the Council debated, humanity had acted. They had established trade routes, built hospitals, created infrastructure that connected distant worlds. They had made themselves invaluable through competence rather than politics. The first cracks appeared within days. The Rigelian Collective's deep space mining operation ground to a halt without human-manufactured quantum drills. The Tau Ceti medical facilities faced a crisis when their supply of human-developed neural grafts ceased. Most critically, the subspace communication network began experiencing cascading failures as human-maintained relay stations went dark. "They're not just leaving," reported Intelligence Chief Morduck, his reptilian features grave. "They're taking their entire support infrastructure with them. Ships are being recalled from Council space, personnel evacuated, contracts voided. Panic spread through the Council chambers like a virus. Emergency sessions stretched for days as delegates realized the true scope of their miscalculation. The humans hadn't been disruptive, they had been efficient. While the Council maintained the illusion of order, humanity had built the foundations that actually kept civilization functioning. Ambassador Chun, now aboard the flagship Endeavour at the edge of Council space, received the first desperate communication 3 weeks after humanity's withdrawal. It was from Counselor Vexhai himself, his previous arrogance replaced by barely concealed desperation. "Ambassador Chun, surely we can reach an accommodation." She closed the channel without listening to the full message. Behind her, the bridge crew monitored reports from human colonies across the galaxy as they severed their final ties to the Council network. New trade agreements with independent systems were already being negotiated. Exploration fleets pushed deeper into uncharted space. Humanity, it seemed, had learned an important lesson. Sometimes the best diplomacy was knowing when to walk away. In the vast silence of space, they charted their own course among the stars, leaving behind those who had mistaken their patience for weakness.